Hi friends, we are coming to you recording this on Transfiguration Sunday, on the Sunday before Lent begins, and we're going to do something really fun in a minute. But first, I have a few questions for my special helper named
Gabe.
Gabe. Okay, yeah. I have a question for you. I actually have 3 questions for you, okay?
Okay.
First question, what is Lent? They said that Lent was coming up. What is that?
Lent is after a Sunday and it leads up to Easter.
Yep, it's a season in the church that leads up to Easter. How many days are in Lent?
40.
40 plus.
Sundays don't count.
Yeah, Sundays don't count. So 40 days plus Sundays. So 6.5 weeks. Do you know why 40?
Because 40 is really special in the Bible.
40 is really special in the Bible. Yeah. And what do we do during Lent?
We focus closer to God.
So Lent is 6.5 weeks leading up to Easter, where people grow closer to God. Now, what special day is at the beginning of Lent? What starts Lent? It's the one we're going to celebrate this week.
Ash Wednesday.
Ash Wednesday. Yeah, we're going to celebrate Ash Wednesday this week with a worship service with some of the other churches in the area. Do you know what Ash Wednesday is? What do we do?
Ash Wednesday actually reminds us that we're mortal and we can die.
So how do we remind ourselves that we're mortal? What's something that we do?
We do Easter.
Well, yes, but I'm talking about on Ash Wednesday.
We put the crosses on our foreheads.
We put the crosses on our foreheads. And what are the crosses made out of?
Just like ash.
Ash. Yeah, why do we use ash?
We use ash because, well,
when God was creating people,
made out of dust.
Yeah, God made people, the first people, out of dust. And then what happened? What did God do? To bring the dust to life. Yep, blew the Holy Spirit, the Holy breath. And then we came to life. And so Ash Wednesday, when we put that cross on your forehead, what we say is, remember that you are dust, and to dust you shall return. Which means that, yeah, you're going to die. And that's kind of a bummer. But also, it's a reminder that you were created by God. And that's pretty special, isn't it? Yeah. Now, this is the very important question, okay? Where do we get the ashes for Ash Wednesday?
Palms, and Palm Sunday is where we get palms.
That's right. That's right. We get them from palm leaves. And we get the palm leaves on Palm Sunday, which is a holiday the Sunday before Easter. And so the palms that we have may look like this, or they may look like this. Yeah. Sometimes we have long pointy ones. Sometimes we have big fans. Last year we had both, and we will have both again this year as well, hopefully.
We actually had a big fan.
Yeah.
We had 2 fans this time.
Now, why do we use palms on Palm Sunday?
Because we actually wave them.
We wave them around, just like they did when Jesus came into Jerusalem. They waved the palms around and they laid them on the ground for the donkey to walk on, and it was a sign that a king was coming. So we don't have any fresh palms today because it's Pennsylvania and it's winter. But we do have palms. We have dried palms. So let me grab those and we'll show you the dried palms. So we have some super dry palms, and what we're going to do is make some ash. Sound good? All right. So we're going to go on a field trip. We're going to go outside to burn these, and we'll be right back. And we're back. Hey. We have teleported to a remote location, our backyard.
Yep.
And we're going to burn some palms. So Gabe, can you show everybody all of the palms?
Okay.
How many do we have?
Count them. Too many, I can't count.
Too many. Those are all the palms we had from last year. So, first thing we need to do is break them into smaller pieces and put them in the tray. Okay, so we have broken up our palms into nice pieces and put them in a metal tray in our fire pit. It's a little windy today, so we're trying to be as careful as we can.
Yeah.
There are a few really important things to remember when burning your palms. They are dry, which means that they will burn fast and hot. It's also really important to burn your palms outside, not just because you're lighting things on fire, but also because burning palms smell like something that may remind you of college or a trip to San Francisco, something that's illegal still in Pennsylvania. So you want to be careful where you burn them because people might get suspicious. So let's go. Okay, so we're gonna burn our palms. The only lighter I could find was this one. So we're gonna make it work. Like I said, it's a little windy today, and so we're gonna have to kind of get down in there and hopefully we can get them to catch fire. Can you back up, please?
Yes.
Thank you.
There we go. Now it's on fire.
There they go. You can see they make a lot of smoke, which is
I
why
like
it's
the warmth of the fire, but
Yeah.
not the smoke.
Yeah, not the smoke. So that's why it's important to do this outside. So we're gonna let these keep burning and we will be back with the next step. Okay, so it's only been a couple of minutes and look at that. They are burned. There's still some cooking in there. So we're gonna wait and we're gonna let this cool down, make sure it's all cool, and then we'll go to the next step. All right, so our palms are burned. They are cooled down and we have transferred them to this little jar here. So we're gonna use, there's different ways you can do this to crush them up, but we're gonna use a mortar and pestle and Gabe's gonna try it.
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and try. So palm ash is very lightweight and very fine. It grinds down very quickly. So when you're, when you're crushing it down, crushing the leaves down to ash, you have to be careful not to breathe it in. Another important reason to do it outside.
Yep.
All right, and there we have it. There are some nicely ground palm ashes, thanks to my special helper. Now, normally I would then put these into an even finer, like a sieve, a strainer or something, and get them to be even smaller. But you can tell that they are real plant ashes. So that amount of ashes will last me years. It doesn't take much for one Ash Wednesday service. Now, some people, after they've made the ashes and ground them up, as they put them on people on Ash Wednesday, it's called imposing the ashes. As they impose the ash, some people prefer to use some oil and mix it with a little bit of oil. I personally prefer dry ashes. I find that people tend to be oily enough on their own. But, you know, whatever you prefer. However, it is very important to remember to never mix palm ashes with water. Do you know why?
Why?
They will make lye and it will burn your skin. So if you just use a little bit of water to wipe off your ashes, it's okay. But never mix your palm ashes with water and put them on your skin. You will regret it.
Why?
Okay? Because it will burn your skin. Yeah. So either with oil, baby oil, any kind of oil, or dry like I do. So I'm going to practice on Gabe. All right.
Okay.
There's my little sinner.
Hey.
We've had, woo! Okay.
Okay.
So on an Ash Wednesday service, if you choose to get ashes, what will happen is you'll come up to somebody with ashes, and what I do is I use my thumb. I like to use my thumb and really squish them on there. These are nice fresh ashes. They don't have any face grease in them yet. Use some oil if you want. But I get a nice dark thumb, and I will say, remember that you are dust, and to dust you shall return. And there you go. You got a big old cross on your forehead.
Can I see it?
Yeah. And there you have it. That is how Sunday's palms become Wednesday's ashes. We hope that you learned something, and we especially hope to see you at Ash Wednesday worship this coming Wednesday at 7 o'clock at Hill. You can come in person or join online or find it later on YouTube, and have a blessed Lent. Bye.